Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I have a very exciting video, I feel like, for me that I've always wanted to post because I'm all about transparency, especially in Evry Jewels and just within myself. I get a lot of comments, oh, you get your stuff from Shein, you get some from AliExpress, you're a drop shipper, all those like annoying comments that I just roll my eyes at and just SMH, shake my head. So I just want to break down a lot of components of our business that will just prove to you that that's not the case at all. And it might just serve some educational purpose or just, I don't know, it will be very fun to watch. So keep watching. So Evry Jewels is primarily a jewelry based brand. That's what we strive ourselves. That's our number one seller. That will always be our number one seller. So my family's actually been in the jewelry business for 4 generations. And growing up, I would actually watch my dad travel the world. He was like a million miler on Air Canada because he was traveling so much to sell jewelry on QVC or the Home Shopping Channel or like in your stores that you know, like Winners, TJ Maxx, Ross, those kind of places. And when it came to starting Evry Jewels, we had already been working with a manufacturer for the past 20 years that my dad knew really, really well. So, we got into contact with her and just started creating pieces from there. So just number one, if we were getting our stuff off AliExpress or Shein, we would have no say or create direction any of the pieces. We just have to buy pieces wholesale. So when you're buying wholesale, like factory would give you like a sheet of paper or an email, and on it would have like the pieces that was like random numbers. And like a cost and like an MOQ. So an MOQ is a minimum order quantity. So it'll tell you, okay, you have to you can get these earrings at this price and you have to order a minimum of like 50 units. So we deal with none of that stuff because we just work directly with our manufacturer who is solely there to create only Evry Jewels pieces. And we design everything from scratch. So that's why I get like renderings of pieces, like it's like a 3D model. It's called a CAD. And we get all of the pieces like on a rendering, and I can come up with literally anything I want, and I do that, and that's something that makes us very, very different. Another thing is that we don't deal with any minimum order quantities, which is really cool because especially in the beginning, and like we were gonna buy a lot of inventory, I wanted to test a bunch of different styles to see like what would work, what wouldn't, and we never have to like commit to like 1,000 or 500 units. So that would be easy because we didn't have to carry a lot of stock and then instead take the money and come up with new products and like increase our product selection. Because I know that a lot of people do appreciate the different aesthetics of jewelry we carry because there's literally something for everyone on Evry Jewels. Another thing is that we work hand in hand with like some of your favorite influencers to make their own jewelry collections with them. So a lot of other brands, when they're working with influencers, like for example, I saw like Aritzia and Emma Chamberlain work together. She didn't actually create the line. They just like put her face on the campaign and just said, oh, these are her like favorite pieces. We like to take it to the next level, and we actually let the influencer create their own pieces from scratch, whether it's like something meaningful or like a piece that they liked and they want to like make like changes to. These influencers actually do it from scratch. Like she's really, really big on YouTube, really, really nice girl. My fam, she actually like hand drew the pieces for us to make when we did a collab with her. So you can ask her, go on her video and say, hey, did you design jewelry collection with Evry Jewels? She'll tell you yes. Another thing that we do is we actually design pieces with customers. So customers themselves have reached out to us. If you go on our website, look up collabs, look up community collabs, you will see people's picture on our website, a little about them section, and that I think is probably one of the like some of the coolest things we've ever done as a brand is allow our customers to create a piece. I think that's like the coolest thing ever. So obviously if we were just buying off of Shein or AliExpress, that wouldn't be possible. Something else that's really cool is that we do custom necklaces or rings or bracelets. It's actually become one of our best sellers, and obviously I can't pre-buy a name off somewhere. These pieces are one of one to be made, and also on every single piece at the end there's a little heart and it has Evry Jewels on it, or it will have Evry inside the ring or behind the earrings. So Evry Jewels is always stamped on every one of our pieces. And we also sometimes like add like words or like emblems, like I put hearts sometimes or smiley faces. So I think that's really cool that we do that. Another thing is that when we get new arrivals in our office, or sorry, not new arrivals, new samples, basically what happens is that we sometimes go on our stories and like ask you guys for your advice of like what to change and things like that. If you're just getting a pre-made mold from an existing factory, then we wouldn't be able to make any changes, and then we wouldn't feel the need to post on our story asking you guys for changes. That would just be a waste of everyone's time. Okay, so something else that we get accused for is drop shipping. So let me just actually get you a drop shipping, a actual definition. Drop shipping, move goods from the manufacturer directly to the retail without going through the usual distribution channel. So basically, it's that drop shipping is an order fulfillment option that allows e-commerce business to outsource procuring, storing, and shipping products to a third party, typically a supplier. Okay, so example, storing. So that basically means that we would hold no inventory and it would just go from our manufacturer or like supplier, whatever, directly to the customer. Obviously, you guys have seen, I've shown the warehouse so many times in Montreal. That's where our products are being stored. We don't just ship directly from our manufacturer. We're not a drop shipping company. You guys have seen countless amount of videos of me in the back. You've seen me packing orders. You've seen the people in the back packing the orders. It's very, very obvious that we are not drop shippers. But at the end of the day, people need to understand that also the stuff you see on AliExpress, the quality isn't even the same. So I also post a bunch of videos of like the behind the scenes of our stuff being made. But if you see anything with like color on it, like it's called enamel, that is all hand painted. If you see anything with stones in it, just know that that's actually all hand set. We pay a lot of attention to craftsmanship and quality and have been doing so since day one. Like I said, jewelry has been in my family for 4 generations. So obviously I am very familiar with jewelry. That's how I have a roof over my head. That's how my dad had a roof over his head, and that's blah, blah, blah. That's how it goes down the pipeline. Like I said, we're very, very transparent with the manufacturing process and all that stuff. And I feel like people don't seem to understand. They might not think it's possible, but I'll tell you much that it very is clearly possible that our jewelry is made by us, for us. And we can have such an assortment of products. And I feel like people just refuse to understand that, or I don't know what the case is, but that is basically what happens. And then other factories knock off our stuff, and then other brands will buy off of them. They're all buying from the same supplier, the exact same product. They're all selling the exact same product, whereas for us, it's very different. It's stamped with our name and goes through different manufacturing process and things like that. So if you have any more questions about how this works, I'm more than happy to answer it, but I just figured I would clarify how our jewelry is made and all that stuff, because obviously I think it's so important that people are aware of this. Well, that's the video for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all the fun stuff in between, all the little jazz, all the fun, click the bell, get notified, subscribe.